Hi, beautiful Cancer. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Cancer, we're going to do it a little bit differently here today. This is going to be a love reading. I usually, if you listen to me before, I usually don't do love readings. I just allow whatever wants to come out to come out. But because of Valentine's Day coming up, or we're right, depending on when you listen to this, we're right around Valentine's Day. And because of the way that the planets are interacting with each other, like the constellation of them through the month of February, it's very beneficial for love. Like it's a really big focus right now. So I thought it would be fitting to just do a little love reading. And it's going to be for both singles and committed. And I understand that there's so many more facets of what that means. Because if you're single, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're looking for love. Assuming that you're looking for love because you're single. I'm single, and for the longest time, I've not been looking for love. It's been a perfect situation for me to be single, right? And if you're in a committed relationship, you know, are all committed relationships looking for the same thing? Obviously not. Obviously not. And then every gray area in between, like whatever does that mean for you, right in between. So if you're single, you might not necessarily even look for love. Then perhaps I just want to be honest to say this is not your reading, because this is about singles looking for love, and this is about the guidance for people already in a committed relationship, and then how they play off of each other. We're more similar than we think. How we can benefit from the single story and how we can benefit from the committed story. So we're starting with an overall message here for both singles and for committed. Cancer for the month of February, give or take. Probably a little bit into March. All the way up to June, I just heard. So all the way up to June for some. Cancer. Overall energy here for Cancer singles and Cancer committed. Excuse me. Wow, it's really taking a lot of time, I have to say that. So maybe whatever's going on for singles, whatever's going on for committed, there's something that you feel is taking a lot of time. And as we gave you that message, the card could come out. So, good fortune, invite magic in. How beautiful. So whether you're single or whether you're in a committed relationship or anything in between, this is good fortune, invite magic in. Put yourself in a situation where you allow the rainbow to flow right through you, where you allow the beauty to flow right through you. So what does this mean? Why is this here? And we're starting with Gemini single, but I would listen I would listen anyway, whether I'm in a committed relationship or not, whether I'm single or not. So single Gemini, single Cancer. I just did Gemini's reading, so that was maybe perhaps why I said Gemini or almost said Gemini. But if it wasn't, it might just be that you're a cusp sign, like you're just on the brink when you're born. You're not like, you're really, really close to almost being a Gemini, or even like right in between there. You're right at the very end of Gemini and right at the very beginning of Cancer. Or you can have a lot of Gemini in your chart, or your person that you're dealing with could be Gemini, or not at all. Cancer. I know this is a Cancer reading. Cancer single. What is going on for you based on this good fortune? Why is this here? For Cancer single. Cancer single. Ooh. Wow. Co-creation and imagine. So this is talking about how you really are co-creating with the universe right now about the relationship that you want. And then to go into the imagining of it, like really visualizing the type of relationship that you're looking for. The co-creation is a strong connection to the universe, or a strong connection with your source, with your spirit, with your soul, about like, okay, this is what I want, this is what I'm looking for, this is what I seek in the partner, the co-creative stuff. It can also be like a really strong want on your part to co-create with your person. Whenever your person shows up, is to like co-create with them, to be on the very same level there. And with the Imagine card, like so much about imagining, visualizing, meditating on this person, like imagining how, like whatever you're doing, if you have a strong wanting to really get into a relationship, to just, when you're watching television, how does it feel to have your person sitting right next to you? If you're watching television, how does it feel to be having your person maybe not at home at this moment in time? Eating dinner, how does it feel to have your person right there with you? Like imagine how it will be in the most beautiful way, thinkable. And then for Cancer committed, can you tell Cancer committed, please? And then we're gonna get inspired from each other's stories here. Time to go. Wow. I didn't see that one coming. So good fortune, invite magic in, but then time to go. This time to go means that there is a better situation for you that's waiting, that there perhaps even is a better relationship for you waiting. So you have to be the judge of this. Like, is this, and as I say this, you know this in your heart, like as I say, like this relationship, perhaps Cancer, is not for you. Like this Cancer committed, it might just be that you're with someone that you're not supposed to be with. And as you hear me say those words, you might sort of go, what? Not in a million years am I leaving my person. This is my person. I know this is my person. Then listen to that intuition. And if you're the person who's in a relationship that you don't really want to be in, and as I say, like it's time to go, it's time to leave this relationship, and it's almost like an exhale. It's almost like someone has just given you the permission to leave, and it feels like a little bit of a relief. That's your intuition telling you it's correct for you to leave. If you're in a relationship and you feel like, no, I'm not going to leave, I'm not going to go anywhere because this is my person, then there is a situation that is time for you to leave. There's a situation that doesn't serve you guys as a committed partnership anymore. There's something you're thinking about, or the way you're thinking about it, that doesn't serve you. This is a heart matter, and this is something to overcome, but it's a beautiful, because of the 45 there, but it's a beautiful opportunity for a change here. So how can we help each other here? How can we inspire each other here? So with the co-create and imagine, if we sort of lend this to the Cancer committed, to go co-create with each other, you can go co-create with spirit, with source, on the first hand. I don't care if you're single or if you're in a committed relationship and you have been for 50 years. Like, I still would go and seek out the most important relationship first, which is the one with your source, which is the one that, or God or spirit or whatever you want to call it. Like, if you are in alignment about what you want, that's going to benefit everyone around you. It's going to benefit you and your life and everyone around you. As you're trying to have your partner be the person that's going to make you be in alignment, that's when we're sort of getting a little bit screwed here. So this is talking about, and this could help even more, this is talking about this situation for Cancer committed. Co-create with spirit, but also co-create with your person. Imagine how you want it to be. Are you getting a little bit stuck about what you want? And if this is about leaving a relationship, definitely co-create with your spirit, co-create with source, and imagine how it could be, and then allow for the events to sort of show up naturally, organically. Does that make sense? And like I said, if you're in a committed partnership and there's something you're working towards, and maybe you have gotten a little bit stuck about how to go about it, that it's time to let it go and start to really communicate and co-create with each other and imagine something. It doesn't mean that you have to let go of your dream, but imagine it being like taking a different route. Usually when we let go of something, people that says that they're never giving up, like whatever it is, like you're never gonna have me give up. And I understand what they're saying, but the never giving up part is actually holding apart what it is that you're trying to achieve so much longer. If you give up something, it usually just means that you give up your resistance or you're working against it. And actually the wish itself is just going to flow in. Or there's a new path that's going to open up for you, you see, like all of a sudden it's like, it's so clear. How can I see this before? Because you're so like, this is how it's going to get done. And you feel where you fit in this. And you feel where you fit in all of this. And for Gemini single, this could represent a couple of things. It could represent that, okay, so the singlehood is now done. Like it's time to go. It's time to go be with your person. It can be a very action-oriented card or action-oriented energy here. It's time to go now. Like it's time to go. This is an action move on your part. Like you're ready. You're ready to step into this. But it can also mean that because if you've been trying to co-create this person, Cancer, for yourself, you've been trying to imagine how it would be. You're trying to imagine to have this flow into your life, to just have this beauty just be right there with you. And it doesn't really happen because it took a long time to get this one out when I shuffled. And it took a quite long time to get these. It's a little bit tough to get these cards out as well. Although they're gorgeous. It took a minute. It could just be time to let the way you go about creating this relationship, or the way to go about it, the way that you're thinking about this, creating this relationship, to let that go. To sort of, there's another situation or thinking about it in another way that could serve you really, really well. Going deeper into this relationship, into this message for Cancer, please. And we're starting with single here. Into this partnership, relationship, connection. There we go. Ooh. Oh, you have been at it for a bit. I just want to start with saying this is going to bring so much joy. This is my joy and stability card, and it just look at it. It's sort of self-explanatory. Can you say that? It's like your solar plexus is like, it's like we have the sacral energy center here, and then we have the solar plexus here, and then it like goes on for wherever, like it. Yeah, it's just a beautiful explosion of the solar plexus there. So it feels like the joy in your solar plexus, the butterfly feeling, the tingling, the fire, the passion. There's a beautiful explosion there. This relationship is going to bring so much joy. They're going to be so happy when you meet this person. There's so much happiness. And I love the word stability there for you. So whatever you have encountered in your past, if you were maybe perhaps in a relationship where you couldn't really trust a person, or they were a little bit like flaky or a little bit in and out in a relationship, or just as a person being very unstable, if they're unstable, can you say that? In off balance, that you're meeting someone right now that causes a lot of stability. Like this is the person you can trust. If they're saying something, and I'm not the one to say, if you said so, you should just, hold to that. I'm saying you have the right to change your mind. This is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. This is a stable person. This is a person that you can trust. This is someone that knows themselves. That's a good way of describe the stability. They know themselves. They know themselves emotionally, spiritually, financially, physically. I don't know why I've put the word financially in there, because it usually doesn't come along with spiritually, mentally, physically, like all of those elements. But for some reason I did that. So maybe someone has also dealt with someone that really was not good with money. This person is going to bring so much stability, so much joy. it's just gorgeous. Together with well-deserved reward. This is like building blocks. This is when you have been at it for a bit, Cancer. Like you've been wanting and you've been in the dark and you've been wanting this relationship for a while, and you're now sort of at the top of this. You feel good about yourself. You know what you want. And the reward obviously is meeting someone that's going to bring so much more beauty to your life. That's so awesome. And then for Cancer committed here. I love that for you, Cancer. Cancer committed. Can we tell for them here? Cancer committed. Water break. There we go. Oh, challenging times. So we first had time to go and then challenging times. So something is up here for Cancer committed, that either you're really thinking about departure, like separating from this relationship altogether, or you're going through something that's quite heavy right now, something that is really challenging for the relationship and the way to work through it. I see this guardedness here because of the big shield that you have in front of your heart that is like, I know it's such a, like, it's so stupid to even say, but since I feel it, I'm going to say it. Like, you will be so much better off if you try the best of your ability to let go of that shield, to let go of that guardedness. And it makes me think a little bit about the Gemini reading here today. So if you have sort of a little bit of a like connection there with Gemini, or you're just having a pull towards Gemini, I urge you, I don't know if I urge you, but I inspire you to go watch it. Because of the talk of like letting go the guardedness in front of your heart. But these are challenging times here. Can we just get a little bit of a clarification there? Clarification there for challenging times for Cancer, please. You're getting that it's safe to trust, the ability to accomplish many things at once, follow your creative passions. There's something here that, like, whether you want to leave this relationship, or whether you want to, like, for a minute just drop whatever's going on in your relationship, to just drop it for a moment so that you can gain a little bit of clarity around it, is going to bring so much healing. It's going to bring so much understanding, clarity and understanding. And it says, I'm really hung up on the yes, it's safe to trust. Like, it's safe to trust your intuition about this. It's safe to trust the path that you're choosing. If you feel like you should leave a relationship, trust those feelings. If you feel like there's something in the relationship that you and your partner, and you have no wanting in leaving this relationship, but there's something that you're doing that you're aiming towards and it just doesn't work. Maybe you don't see eye to eye on something, or you really see eye to eye on something, but the very thing that you're trying to create, it just doesn't work. To just drop it for a bit. Just because you're dropping it, because you're giving up, doesn't mean that it's going to go away. It's just going to create a more clear understanding of what's going on here. So it's safe to trust, and there's a lot of healing that comes in around this. A lot of healing. So how can we use this? There's joy and stability and well-deserved reward coming in here for Gemini. No, Gemini again. So there might be a strong influence. I mean, I slip I'm not gonna lie, I slip every once in a while. But there is a strong Gemini influence here. It really is. Whatever you've done here, so if this is a Cancer that's in a committed relationship and you actually want out, this is a well-deserved reward. This is like you tried everything. You really tried your darndest to make this relationship work, but it just didn't. And you deserve joy and stability as well. Like it's what we're all supposed to have, right? But there could be something about reaching joy and stability in your own life, that connection with source, and then see what happens. Because sometimes when we sort of stare ourselves blind, you might be so far down the path that you feel like, no, there is really no return. Then listen to your intuition. But sometimes when we stare ourselves blind to what the other person is doing or is not doing, and that's the reason for us feeling the way that we feel, that now we're off balance. We're not the stable and joyful one. Then we need to sort of clarify that alignment with our own source first, like sleep on it. It's another way of saying it. Let's sleep on it first. And when you're in a better light, when you're in clarity, then take action or then revisit these thoughts about leaving this relationship. If this is not about leaving the relationship, but you are staying together and there's something that you've been working towards here, that there is a well-deserved reward. Like at the end of the day, you're gonna see this. This is gonna manifest into your life. It's gonna bring a lot of joy and stability. And it's like the path that you've been on to get to this place, it has been freaking tough. It's been challenging. It's been something that you've been questioning. It's like, for the love of life, can we just have this thing? And yes, you can. And then whatever challenging times has been going on there for Cancer single, whatever has made you be single, whatever has made you feel like you're not with the right person just yet, might be that you have a little bit of guardedness up because of what has happened in the past. And you're sort of being inspired as well to just let go, but try to let go that shield that you have up from what has happened in the past so that you can come into a very honest and authentic and clear, like pure energy into this new gorgeous relationship. And it's safe to trust. It's safe to open up and trust this new relationship. I'm going to take this into the extension and see what else I can find here for Cancer. So if you feel like you resonate with either single or committed or both, you're so welcome to the extension. There's two ways of getting it. One is Vimeo, where I cut the price in half. And on Vimeo, you can actually pay with PayPal. I know some people really want that. And on the other place, there's this Buy Me a Coffee site. You can go there and buy me a coffee. This beautiful donation site. You can buy as many cups of coffee as you like, as you think that the extension is worth to you, or to just go there and support the channel, basically. So whatever you want to do or not at all, thank you so much for watching. If you want to, please subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Only if you feel called to do that, obviously. And if not, happy love month, everyone. I hope to see you soon. Bye.